1,000 small boats will not go for a big ship. So innovations throughout the world will not replace our fundamental institutions, which make it possible the coexistence in the interests of innovations. This is another signal to the effect that we should see the entire picture and not be driven away. I mean, the government, not the professional community, not being drifted away. And we should remember that it all should be on the basic foundation. So the city is not a development institution, it's an environment. Yesterday, we had a breakfast where one of the venture fund representatives from the U.S. who operates in Russia said that they relocated from the Silicon Valley to the state of Utah, and they like it very much. This lonely place, but thanks to communications, they feel comfortable. And the Microsoft representative said that you should not exaggerate, and the innovators find it more comfortable to live in cultural and scientific centers, Moscow being one of such cultural centers, and the claim of the city is confirmed in this respect to be one of the world innovations centers. So the city is an environment for institutions. In this specific case, the institutes represented by my colleagues on this panel, and an environment for innovators who either choose or don't choose a specific city to do what they like. And I believe that the most critical role for the city to perform is to be complementary, to complement, to add, not to duplicate, not to dominate, considering itself a main expert, including in innovations. And from this perspective, we think it is important for us, if you look at the entire chain of the growth of innovation companies, it is important to do this work, organizational and financial, that leads to the establishment in the city of business incubators, technoparks. Just 3 days ago, a Center of Innovative Development was opened, which is intended to be a one window for all players, participants of this innovative community, both money, venture capitalists, development institutions. Moscow has so many opportunities already there, and unfortunately we know so little about them, that this connectivity, as they call it, the opportunity to connect these institutions in the interests of specific venturists and researchers, this is very small. And our objective is not to continue multiplying the number of institutions, but to try and learn to explain how to use the existing opportunities. They're already there. They are expensive, that have been established by the Federation, by the city, by the professional community. Another important point that I'd like to make is that we should view innovations, I mean us, the city, not as a means to satisfy specific needs of the city, because more often than not, I hear people say, when we speak with innovative institutions or portfolio companies, this question, where can we use that? Nowhere is the answer. Don't even ask that question, because if you buy it in America, Europe, Australia, you pay a lot of money for it and it's competitive, then you should do it. This is not a means to satisfy the needs, utility needs of the city. This is a way to attract and retain people in the city who want to do innovations, which is a very thin layer, and you know it better than I do. It's an elite that, as positives say, have some positive externalities for any city. This is a very thin layer that creates expensive jobs. This is the world elite that makes the world elite come here from time to time to anchor here and maybe even base their businesses here, their offices, and subsidiaries, and so on. So this is a way of life. We always talk about how we want to see the city, but this layer, staying here, growing here, will change the way of life, the lifestyle. This is why we want to promote innovations. That is why Moscow has become one of the co-founders of this forum. Besides, the existence of these people confirms the fact that Moscow is the place to be. This is a place to work. This is a place where you can do it to achieve your goals. This is the way we see the role of the city in this difficult chain. Thank you.